never let it be said on my channel that I don't bring you guys the hottest, craziest, awesome videos. So make sure you throw down some likes and subs for this zany game. This is PowerWash Simulator, which was actually available early access last year through Steam, but is now officially released as of today for all the Xbox platforms. And it is exactly what you think it is. You are power washing things. That is what you are doing. I thought when I was reading through the who made this game, I thought that I was reading essentially it was the same people who did the Lawnmower Simulator game, but no, it was actually a totally different company who did that game. Although just in my brief 30 seconds of starting up a quick match or round, or a session, I guess, it very much so reminded me of that game. So basically you're playing in this Unity-based engine, so it looks pretty good. I have everything turned up to max. Runs at a, way over 60 frames a second. I'm just capturing it at 60 FPS. It does support ultra-wide, which is interesting and really cool. And basically you are a power washing operator, and you are going to be power washing various things. And you're going to get money depending on what you clean and don't clean. You have the ability to jump. You have the ability to crawl. You could go prone, I guess, if you want to get the nice little bits down here at the bottom. Get the tire real good. Get up under here. You can also jump, like I said, which is very odd. So if you want to just completely yeet yourself on top of this vehicle and go to work, you can. As far as I can tell, you're going to be getting other types of soaps and various attachments that will essentially make your job harder or easier. I suspect as the game progresses, you're going to have the ability to power wash different types of textures that may require different nozzles or different, things like that. And you'll notice that as I'm going through, when I complete an area, the game blinks to let me know that I have successfully power washed the entire area, and I get credit for it. This looks done. I guess this wasn't a standalone thing. So far, I could rotate the nozzle. So I guess if you would prefer, instead of getting seasick of going left and right, you could go up and down if that's your preference. Doesn't seem to be any penalty in terms of residue. I didn't start with the top of the van first. I did it later, but it doesn't seem like it made the rest of the van any dirtier or anything, which is good. And it still looks kind of dirty despite the fact I'm hitting it here. There we go. It's interesting, it gave me credit for that. I'm wondering if some of the stuff you need to hold it down for a while to really get into some of those nooks and crannies. There we go. Yeah, I guess so. So either that or standing closer. I'm not really sure which one. I would say this is definitely one of those very kind of mindless games that I don't know. I mean, I guess you could sit here and play this for hours, and I have to admit, I've been playing it now for 3 minutes and 37 seconds, according to OBS. And it is somewhat therapeutic, and it does look nice when you finish. The van looks nice. I think the engine runs very well. I mean, being on Unity, I wouldn't expect anything different, honestly, of just, a nice solid presentation, and the fact that it does run at a really high frame rate. I feel like that is kind of nice, and there's something good to be said about that. I just don't know, since this is co-op, do you want to play this with the boys on a Friday night? Everybody's got the night off work, and everybody's going to hang out. Are you going to fire up Pressure Wash Simulator? I mean, you might for the lulls. You might be like, hey, let's check this game out, and, it's something mindless to do. It's kind of like a pleasing type thing, I guess, but it's kind of bare bones in the fact that there's, no music at all. As a matter of fact, when I loaded up the game, I thought that my sound card was incorrect because I just switched over to a new recording. I got a new microphone, and I thought maybe somehow I had messed up my sound card because it was silent. And no, it's just, other than the gentle washing noise, which doesn't really seem to have a lot of variety in terms of the noises it makes when you hit the different textures, there's nothing. It's just silence. If I'm not even hitting the thing, it's just completely silent. So you can see in the upper corners the little bit I've gleamed while talking to you. I don't think this comes as any revelation. We're getting a percentage of, depending on what we're hitting, you can see there's different structures. There's glass, there's plastic, there's metals that I'm getting, but using across. And that's why I feel like later on, as you get into some of these other attachments that, and liquids, which I don't have quite yet, and guns and that sort of thing, I suspect later on I will be getting more stuff, which will make my job easier or different, I guess, as I have to work my way through various textures. And you get a percentage of a completed, just by doing the whole vehicle. Oh, look at that. You do have the equipment. So if you didn't want to be a heathen, you could actually move the stool and climb on instead of jumping on the actual customer's vehicle. I don't know, I think I kind of like that better. Actually just climbing on things. But yeah, it seems like the progression makes pretty logical sense here. You're going to kind of be systematically working your way through various vehicles in various environments as you pressure wash your way to glory and I guess become the master pressure washer. Looks like I'm doing pretty good. I'm just trying to get to 100%. I don't know if I'm able to now. Since this is like a career mode, I noticed when I was setting up this recording and just checking sound levels and everything, the game did actually have save my progress. So I was actually able to come back later after starting this vehicle. I wonder if part of the kind of progression of this game is going to entail you coming back later with different types of equipment, or different nozzles or different whatevers, and working your way through the various vehicles. I don't know. Maybe not. We're sitting at 98% right now. I saw a little bit on the window that I missed in the handle here. I'm wondering if that's going to put me over the edge here if I just bump this window a little bit more. Let's go ahead and do it the nozzle this way and see if we can knock the rest of this out. And maybe the rear view mirrors, is that what we're missing? Okay, I missed the other one. This door, I don't know if this is done. It's kind of weird because, I was playing through this, it kind of looks like I'm done, and then there's times that I'm looking at it a little bit more, and I'm like, I pretty clearly missed something. So I'm not really sure. There we go, I feel like. To do bumper, door, and tires. Okay, so it popped up a little thing, so I guess I still have missing one of the tires. I feel like I hit them all pretty well. And a door and a bumper. Interesting. I wonder if you have to get really low and you have to hit it from the backside, maybe? Is that what it is? Good. Oh no, that gave me credit. That was very odd. Okay, so I wonder if it's not based so much on the direction you're hitting it, just the fact that you're hitting it. I don't know which bumper we're missing, so we'll go ahead and do them both. I thought we got the front one already. Nope. Okay, got the bumper, and now we're missing one of the doors. The door looks pretty clean to me. Going in for an inspection here. Kind of spraying. I'm not seeing anything that's standing out. This looks alright to me. Something at the top maybe. Kind of going down around the side here. Maybe the handle. No? Let's check the other door. Oh, show dirt. There we go. So I turn show dirt on. Doesn't really show me anything unless it's so microscopic I'm not actually picking up. So I got aim mode. I could change. Oh, is the door back here maybe? So aim mode lets me stomp and freely aim. Wow, this is because you don't want to walk around. Looks like I have this auto sprayer on, so I don't have to, the whole time I've been holding the right trigger, I should mention. Looks like by hitting the left directional, I can just go crazy. Just go nuts here. I don't even have to move anymore. I could just stand here and just spray back and forth if I guess I want to plant my feet. If you're getting dizzy watching that, and I can rotate the sprayer. I'm not really sure what I'm missing here. I feel like I've kind of covered everything. That's a problem with a game like this. I mean, you saw how I got the credit of the other door, or the other tire rather, by hitting it from the backside. And I don't know, this thing looks pretty clean to me. I don't know what else I'm missing. Let me turn A mode back off so I can take a quicker inspection. Maybe right there a little bit on that handle. See, I'm seeing a lot. There we go. All right, I got an achievement, everyone. You can't see it. Maybe you heard it. I got an achievement for completing the van. And what was interestingly enough is there were still little piles of dirt in some of the places that I didn't actually hit. So it was like a percentage. Like I hit the part down here, but there was a little bit of dirt here and I believe over here that actually triggered. So we're going to go ahead and, there's a loadout. I guess we can go ahead and leave the job. Look at this. We can watch in real time what we did. Very good. So we can go back to this, I guess would be the next level now. We have some earnings here. Hey, Doc, we're moving on to do, looks like a porch or something. So we'll go ahead and get this started. I think you're getting the gist of the game. Oh, this is an incredibly messy house. Oh, my goodness. So now, okay, if I do the ping dirt mode, you can see all the things that I need to pressure wash. So I don't know how somebody's house gets this filthy. I mean, this isn't beyond pressure washing. This is really just burning this house down to the ground, in my opinion, at this point. I don't really see, like, this is not salvaging. Unless this guy's suffering from some sort of fire. Yeah, now if I do ping, you can see, like, the little places I missed inside here. So the ping is a nice feature. It lets you kind of know what you've been missing. And as you collect and just, finish off everything, you get a nice little bling, and you've done it all. Even the interior of this thing. Wow. Okay, the toy car is cleaned, even though there's still very clearly dirt, which I'm confused about. Oh, it is a separate thing. Okay, so now if I ping it, you notice that it doesn't glow at all anymore, which means we have successfully cleaned the car off. But again, because of the way the game works and how it's kind of checking for things, it appears to me that it's not a total hitting every single spot. It's hitting enough of the spots, which honestly makes sense. You would be incredibly frustrated if there's some little pixel like inside here that you can't hit. You try to come around the back side and you can't quite get to that back piece of the thing. So it makes sense that they're going to give it to you after you've sprayed a majority of all the surfaces, which is nice, I guess. And you could see in some of the instances here, as I'm pinging wildly, so you can see the progress that I'm making. You could see here that you're really having to lay down some pretty heavy water in some of these areas. Thankfully, the mulch that they're using is apparently glued to the ground, which does not blow away at all. Having used a pressure washer before, I can tell you that's not really what happens normally. But in the wide world of the pressure wash simulator, anything is possible. I feel like this is pretty clean. I mean, it's not spotless, but I guess they feel there's a percentage of something I am currently missing. I have to get down really low here and work the base and all these little angles and work my way up the pole again and kind of hit the bottom here. There we go. And the burn house stand is cleaned, but you'll notice the actual house itself still needs a little TLC. So I'm wondering if that is the top part we're missing or where we're still suffering here. I won't beat this entire level because I'm kind of done with this game, but I wanted to show it off. And it's one of these kind of meme games. I feel like Goat Simulator really started this trend of these like zany simulator-esque games that require you to do very mundane tasks. And now we have lawnmower simulators and pressure washing simulators, and I guess you could argue it's somewhat therapeutic. There we go. I guess you could argue it's somewhat therapeutic, taking your hard-earned time and sitting down and pressure washing this fantasy house, which is disgusting. I mean, that's pretty filthy. Interestingly enough, I just hit that spot. Let me hit it a few more times. Yeah, sure enough, some of the spots do require multiple passes to completely clean off. Now you can see the ping actually does show it as nice and clean. So yeah, if you are interested in this gem of a game, definitely check it out. It is free right now on Xbox GamePass. Surprisingly enough, it was published by Square Enix of all companies. Let me jump Alt-Tab here for a brief moment as I wrap up my notes here for you guys. Yeah, it was released today. Players take control of a power washing business, and it is supportive of multiplayer. So, hey, you know what? Get out there and check out Pressure Washing Simulator. I hope you guys found this video fun. Maybe it makes you want to start your own pressure washing business of your own. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. Shout out in the comments below to all those pressure washers out there. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.